Hey everyone, we are going to be taking a look today at Cursed Energy Flashes Black Yuji Itadori. Now he is the first quote-unquote featured character, first featured release character to ever come out. Now, I say technically because he released alongside 8 other SSRs, but he was the only one to get his own featured banner compared to the rest of them. But he's a part of the initial 9 release SSR that came with the drop beginning of the game. Now, this is already answered in the thumbnail, in the thumbnail title, but no, he's not worth chasing for. No, he's not worth pulling for. But is he good? This is the question we're gonna answer today. Now, I didn't chase this guy at all. You might notice I pulled 3 of this guy. He's at Awakening too. Just on random little tickets and everything. I've been pretty lucky with this game. I cannot tell a lie. But in case you haven't been to one of these showcases before, we're going to be taking a look at the character, what they do, everything like that, and then run them on a couple different teams so we could see, you know, everything he could do. The different teams, we're going to do one that's honestly just a total wanked setup. Just see what he could do. Just with maximum wank, keep him as like our main character. The other one's gonna be him on like a meta team, you know, how he fits on like an actual legitimate like good team in the game. And the last one will be like a quote-unquote free-to-play team, no other SSRs, just him to see how well he could carry in a situation like that. So let's start off with what this guy can do. So we're going to take a look here. This is, of course, courtesy of the JJK Phantom Parade Wiki, which I do recommend. They do quite a good job over here. So his type is green. I've noticed this to be definitely a type. I don't think I see a whole lot of problems with it, but, you know, you know, he's like the only right now really good green character I guess. Now, I would say this guy isn't that good just in general. You know, we have some characters in this game that come out that are totally overpowered. He's not one of those. He is honestly overall pretty lacking. So he is the role of attacker, and I'd say this one is mostly true. He is just straight up an attacker. That's pretty much all he does. Everything he does is self-serving, and he just deals damage is his main goal here. His focus is taijutsu, that's the physical attack. He definitely does that. As you can see in his stats, he quite literally only has physical technique, 0 curse technique. He's got initial curse energy of 30, that obviously comes up with dupes to 40, and max of 80. And then, of course, 1.3k for his ultimate skill gauge, which feels on the higher side for sure, but it's not totally that bad. So he does have a black flash. Hey, believe it or not, he has a black flash. And he's able to get all those Sukuna abilities, so resistant to poison, soul damage, able to attack souls. And when black flash is reformed, he does increase his own black flash rate by 100% for 3 turns. That's obviously very useful. So we're going to look at his kit and what he does from the lowest end to the highest end here. So he deals just normal amount of damage, just straight up his stat to the enemy. At max, it gets up to 150. That's just for his attack. Attentive, which is his self-buffing skill. This one is very similar to Blue Gojo's buffing skill in the fact that it's a 3-turn one, which means you can apply this twice and then attack with it, right? So that is something definitely recommended to do before you do his ultimate. But at the lowest here, it increases critical hit rate by 89% for 3 turns, black flash rate by 41% for 3 turns, and Phil's own ultimate by 150. At level 10, this increases by quite a lot, critical rate to 139%, 66%, basically 67% to black flash rate, and then ultimate skill up 241.8. That is very good. This definitely gets really good as you get higher levels. Triple kick. So this one, 200% physical damage to selected enemy in across 4 hits. So it's not this times 4. It does 4 hits, 200% total damage across all of them. Decreases selected enemies' critical hit resistance by 20%. This does mean you have a higher chance to get a critical hit against them, is what that means. So it's a little bit funny. Most games don't have stats like those, so that might be a little bit confusing. And then up to 344 at level 10, as well as a 34% decrease. Pretty interesting. Now his ultimate is Black Flash. Makes it pretty simple. 450% taijutsu damage across 3 hits, and then at max 898.2% across 3 hits. Now the thing is with this one, it doesn't say it on here. Does it say it anywhere here? I don't think it does. I'm wondering if it says it in game at all. It does. Let's move in game just super duper quick. Make sure there's nothing else on here that we need. Yeah. No. So let's move in game here. The first attack is guaranteed to be a black flash. So he does do 3 hits. Each one of them have a chance to be a black flash, and the first one is guaranteed to be a black flash. Let's look at his combo effect here just super quick. Let's get back over here. So he increases own and combo allies damage by 10%, and then does 94% taijutsu damage to selected enemy. All this stuff does increase as you go up in dupes. Let us check here, compare to the amount I have. That's the wrong one here. So mine at Awakening 2, he does 14% damage dealt, increase to self and cooperator for 2 turns, and then does melee damage equal to 111%. So definitely up a little bit. So basically, how does the guy work? Well, all he really does is attack. So you attack. You know, he does have slight debuffs with, of course, being able to use this and decrease the enemy's critical hit resistance, which is nice. We don't have a whole lot of other like crit attackers, so you know, I guess gives them a higher chance to just crit in general. His main thing though is using this attentive. You want to make sure you use this 2 times before you ultimate. You make sure you use this 2 times before you ultimate. This gives you obviously a lot of black flash increase as well as crit rate. Makes you really want to hit that ultimate. Makes it really, really hard. As you start to build up his gauge naturally, this will obviously build up his ultimate gauge quite a bit, and we'll see that as we go through here. So yeah, mine isn't max grade. He is not super close actually, but maxed out 76. You know, resources are running thin. Game just came out here, so hey, don't hate me too much. So this is the first one we're gonna go up against, which is a wanked setup. I actually need to level up those recollection bits super duper quick. Once I do, we'll head into one of the stages and see him wanked out and see how hard he could hit. All right, here we are. I decided to go into this event here, so I didn't do it on the hardest difficulty. I mean, I might, just depending on how this goes here. So like I said, max wank, these are all support characters that are with him here. Now I'm a little curious just to see, he does this, the cursed energy, right? Yeah, cursed energy to everyone will do that. I literally just leveled him up for this, but he's pretty decent. Should we do one of these first? So let's do a triple kick, see how this does here. I'm just very curious. I'm just wanking this guy out. I do kind of want to see if he can carry this fight enough just to do it. This is on the 2nd hardest difficulty for something like this. Now hers, she doesn't need to use 2 times in a row. Let's do yours. We get some more for you. We can do 2 triple kicks in a row, which is not, you know, we're not usually able to do that. It's thanks to what's his face here. Let's do another one. Let's do another one. We want to have him do as much damage as possible. Okay, interesting. So we're gonna try to charge this up so that everyone could kind of do an ultimate, I think is the best way to do it. So I have everything full. Everyone just has completely support memories here. Not support memories, that's not what these are called. Recollection bits. Can I click on hers so I remember so show exactly what it does? Yeah, so she got damage dealt increase for all allies for 2 turns. He's got damage dealt off of the ultimate. He's got extra things as well. It's literally just all ultimate stuff here. So we're gonna do this. I want him to do an ultimate by himself first. Did he really not get enough for ultimate? Okay, perfect. So I want him to do one by himself other than normal buffing, outside of the extra memories, right? Let's see. I'm just curious to see how much we do. No memories, black flash. Let's see how much damage this does. All right, and how many he gets here. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, didn't do a super huge amount of damage, I'm gonna be honest with you. This is of course not only just type advantage here and everything, so you know he's not. Here's the thing, because you need to understand that he's coming out alongside Blue Gojo. Blue Gojo is like crazy. All right, let's see if we could build up his ultimate again here. Let's just spam attentives because that gives him ultimate build up. So we're just gonna spam this here until we get it. So I'll come back for that. All right, Kaito died, which is fine. We have SSR Maki here because she does debuffs for physical technique, so it's all useful for him. All right, perfect. So let's do this. These two are going to get their what you call it, cooperative ult, which doesn't really matter too much. And honestly, I kind of like it this way, just because of what we do here. I'm not going to do that just in case, but she'll do another one of those. He's maxed buffed here. So this is not only him using a support memory, but these characters are going to go first, use their support memories that'll also be directly buffing him. Also been buffing this whole time. Plus they're about to get debuffed by Maki for physical technique. So we could see exactly how much damage they're going to be able to do here. Let's actually turn the speed up that off as well for this, just so we'll be able to see the damage a little clear. All right, let's hope you perform here, buddy. So it should be pretty good. Nice break, 138 to 131. All black flashes, 127 to 390. Didn't beat this one. Just off of his damage alone, didn't beat this one. 2 ultimates done. Technically could have buffed up that first ultimate, but then the second ultimate wouldn't have been done either. So damage dealt was 889k. Remember, this is a damage dealing character. This is an attacker. And I feel like maybe it's not super clear. Let's do one quick run with Gojo so you guys can kind of see the damage that Gojo can do, because it's the direct comparison. It is 100% the direct comparison for this. Let me just run Gojo super duper quickly. We'll do a wanked setup just like this for him as well. Here I am. I had to waste my precious AP for this, so this better be good. I did decide I was just going to show it anyways. So let's do very similar for him. I believe I just had him do like a regular... Well, I mean, I guess I had him do whatever. Let's just see how much... let's just let him do one normal attack, because I had to kind of do that with Yuji as well. You know, he did something here. But anyways, let's actually lock in for real here. I just realized this guy is actually quite useless, and then even then my other characters are all built for like physical, so not exactly the same. Like Maki coming in isn't really going to change anything, but I don't think it's really going to matter. Now they are very similar in the point that Gojo has double buffs off of his as well. So you use his you know, it's just getting started 2 times in a row here, and then you know, he has his alt stuff ready. Gosh dang it, he didn't get it, did he? All right, whatever. We'll have him do one more. We'll have him just do one more. He's barely not at alt, unfortunately. Now, of course, one thing to remember too with Gojo is that he obviously isn't. He has his whole leaving thing. But let's see here. Should I make him use this? How fair is that? Let's just here. We're gonna have him at his best. I think it's kind of only fair to have Gojo. Let's just see one thing from Gojo at his best. We had 2 alts from Yuji. Let's do one alt for Gojo here, but we'll make sure that he gets as wanked as what's his name was. This doesn't do anything, so I guess it was Hyper Sweep. Doesn't really matter. Now these are way too many buffs for him. Like, I don't need to be doing all this. I'm literally just wasting time so that I could get the nice big alt out. Just for the sake of comparing it with him and Yuji. Now remember, Yuji of course was buffed out of everything as well. So you remember, not buffed, but you know, the enemy's weak to what he does. But this is the exact same thing, if not Yuji having just a little bit more, because who knows how many Nanami like stacks he had there. Okay, damage dealt increase, right? They both give the damage dealt increase. And this is also, remember, Yuji was also attacking with physical technique down, so I mean, you might think this is an unfair comparison, but really it isn't. All right, let's see here. All right, 651 off the critical, and then he's gone. So didn't kill or anything. Didn't kill. It doesn't look like we'll probably kill with all this that's going on here. So that is one thing to think about. We of course did do more damage in less amount of time, but also he is gone is one thing to think about. I'm a little curious to see how much we end up doing at the end of this year. All right, there we go. Still didn't kill here. Still didn't kill. We were about halfway on the other one. So let's see how much we get for this one. We had like 890 something. All right, 983k. So a little bit more, but honestly not that much. However, I do want to say I was not using Gojo correctly, kind of on purpose, just to make sure I had everyone's ultimate up. Otherwise, I would have been attacking with him in between stuff. So what do the results show? Wanked wise, with I should say like type advantage, Still significantly less than Gojo did, I would say. Even on, like, honestly, it was a pretty scuffed set. Things were much better for Yuji there. Like, I hope you realize, like, we had Kaito, who literally did nothing for Gojo, so he was like anti-wank. We had Maki, who literally did nothing for Gojo, where I literally only had him attack once before his ultimate. The point is that things are set up for Yuji quite well, and then a scuff setup for Gojo did a lot better. You might be like, okay, yeah, I could have guessed that could happen. Gojo's the best character in the game right now. Gojo's going to be the best character in the game for a while. Yes, and they both released the same day. You know, they give you an SSR guaranteed ticket at the beginning of this game, where you're able to choose between Yuji, Gojo, and then these 7 other characters they released with them. And obviously you just go for Gojo, but the only reason you go for Gojo, obviously, without any variation, is because the other characters aren't that good. And Yuji is one of the other characters. So that's kind of the point that I wanted to make with that. You know, you got to compare him to the best. I think that's fair. I think it's a good benchmark. All right, let's move on to him on a good setup to see how much he actually contributes to the team. All right, so we're going to be going up against the formidable foe Jogo. Now, I have beaten this fight, but I didn't actually 3-star it. Probably change a little bit if I had my team fully maxed out, which I do not. I don't have any character fully maxed out. So, but hey, I won before, so let's see if I could win again. And we're going to see how good Yuji does in this fight. And I think it's fair to bring him here, not only because it's a difficult fight, because it's good to see him in what is, you know, the harder. I mean, is this just the hardest content in the game right now? I think it's more than fair to see him in things like this. So, I mean, there we go. That's that. See how useful he is. He's got type advantage and everything. This is a character where it's like, hey, this is a stage you'd want to bring him in, because I mean, look at it, right? So, yeah, this one's tough. You take so much damage, and then even Gojo can be hurt, right? Is kind of the big deal with it too. Okay, as much buffs as we can. I'll start letting these guys attack. So, yeah, you know, that's pretty good with the crits and everything too. Yuji's getting hit. Let's hope he doesn't continue to get hit. Now enemy's out, but we have another buffer. We'll do this buff. I think we got one more on each of these. Actually, go back. Let's start buffing up a little bit so that we can hit the ults here. I'd like to hit double attentive for each of these guys, but that might not be possible. Do that. This is a 50% chance to stun. I think we just believe in the stun, right, guys? Oh, he can't even attentive again anyways. Never mind, we're doing this. And then let me just double check here that his recollection skill doesn't do any buffing. It should just be attacking. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does. So this isn't like perfect because obviously we don't have the double buff for this, but single buff. We got that there. We don't have Megami's domain open either, which is obviously a huge buff. Yeah, see, you need to get his double buff so that you can make sure you're getting black flashes on this, because you're not getting black flashes, there's no point in using this. You have to double buff. This is gonna be a break. Bink. So much damage. Gojo is goated with the sauce, dude. Yuji definitely looked great this one. I mean, I hate to be that guy, but I don't know if you guys know this. Freaking Gojo went crazy with it. Yeah. This is actually here. He's broken. Just hit this guy. just hit this guy. Damn. All right. Megami is also he's definitely not good for this fight. I mean, hey, we got the kill with Yuji, so like, what can we say? Hey, what can we say? We did get the kill with him. I love my Elgato. Yeah, damn. All right, I decided that whatever suggestion I had at the end of there was dumb AF. So instead, we're gonna do a different fight. One where he doesn't have like type advantage, so we can kind of like see the difference. Not one where he has type disadvantage though. So I'm going up against the Fingerer. So yeah, I'm going up against the Fingerer, I guess is the point of my story. We'll do one attentive. We'll do one of these here. We obviously want to save Gojo's. Honestly, we want to save both of their ults probably for the end here, but that does mean that we are going to have our DPS actually attack. instead of just build themselves up the whole time. Now are they weak to blue? They are, aren't they? Oh, nice Black Flash. Actually got the kill on that. That helps make this go so much faster. Now we could technically ult here. So if he ults now, will he get another ult? He might actually get another ult, especially, yeah, do I want to use this? How quickly does this come back up? 6 turns. I'm not using this. I think he just kills. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I'm TBH honest. I think he still just kills even without any buffs. Yeah, he does. Oh my god, he kills so hard. Okay, perfect. All right, final enemy here. It is a little tough just because they are obviously pretty strong here, but we can use this now. I guess Yuji will punch and he will start building up. Oh, that sucks. The rate only increases. Wow, because he didn't get to go first. That sucks so much, actually. All right, you could do that to get your final build up. We'll have them do a double ult, him and Gojo, I think. Although, is Gojo even gonna get it now? Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. I forgot that the alt gauge thing works for a while here. All right, will you do this first? This is important to get because now we're gonna start activating the debuffs on everyone, and we need him to start debuffing first, right? So we'll see how well Yuji does here, if he can help with killing. Now I'm more interested in Yuji's damage than Gojo's damage. Honestly, with Gojo's damage, we probably just kill, so I'm not too worried about it. So in case you don't understand, Megumi is a debuffer because this applies 80% damage taken increase for 3 turns, so you could just stack that up so fast and so well. Oh my gosh, he doesn't have his ultimate. Wow, he barely doesn't have his ultimate in time for this. Wow. Okay, well, Yuji, I guess you're gonna have to carry in the damage department here super quick, because, like, can I see his gauge, what he's at? He's at 95%. Alrighty then. That is so unfortunate. All right, Yuji, I said I cared about your damage more. Black Flash? Ding. Yeah, nice. So cool. I love when he gets his Black Flash. All right. Boom. Ooh, good damage. Nice break. Oh, yeah. No Black Flash on the last one. Really nerfed that damage. That's crazy. All right. Still good, though. Still good. Undeniably good. I can't... And then Gojo just as much damage as just one attack. I know. Technically, he had, you know... Gosh, technically, I know. Technically, he had his, what you call it, but still, that's so funny. Well, he has type advantage, right? But I mean, that is just funny to see. Nice damage from Megumi as well. That actually does a lot of damage if you have the whatever. So that's my first clear for this one, I think. Or maybe it's my second one. Yeah, it's my second clear. 0 character withdrawn. Dang it. If I had decided to wait, I would have been able to get that. He still did pretty good. If you get all 3 Black Flash, I mean, he had, you know, full buffs and everything for that. I mean, if he misses that Black Flash, oh my gosh, this is damage nerfed. It is so much less. So that's definitely tough. But hey, when he hits, and he can hit pretty hard. I mean, like Gojo hit just as hard with a normal attack, right? So yet again, though, type advantage, but I think it's fair to compare the 2 of them. But he did a lot better than I thought there. Now let's see him, how well he could carry on a quote-unquote free-to-play team. The reason I do this is, let's say you did pull for him, you did whatever, and you only have him, maybe you did your ticket, you only got him, you got no other SSRs. How does he do with SRs and lower is kind of my goal for the next fight. All right, now for this one, we're actually going to do a story mission, because the story can, you know, be a little, whoa, wrong team. The story can be a little more difficult, honestly, so I think it's, you know, more than fair to do a story fight, because this is something where you would 100% you're gonna be using them in a fight like this, right? It's something like that. So that's just one way I'm thinking about this here. It's like, hey, you know what? You're gonna be trying to go through quest events so you can unlock more and more things. So this is the one that does directly unlock. God, these guys are annoying. I didn't realize that it was these guys. All right. Undeniably one of the more what was I gonna say? A stage you're gonna want to do here, and you know this unlocks the formidable foe fight that we were just looking at like a second ago. So I think it's even more important to take a look at this, because this is something literally everyone is going to want to clear. And of course, you know, it just unlocks more and more content, more stuff for you to do. Hey, more ways to play the game. Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed? So this is definitely be a much slower one, and that is because you know, at least for me, maybe just call me lucky, I guess, but I haven't actually had a whole lot of problems getting a lot of SSR characters. So I actually don't have. I was looking through. I was like, oh yeah, I'll level up any SR characters I plan on using in this here. But I was like, I actually don't have a whole lot of SR and rare characters. Even ignoring like good ones. Like obviously the best one I have is definitely Nanami. Like undeniably, Nanami is just legitimately a really good character. So you know, obviously that really helps. I don't think I have any characters that do AoEs, huh? That was actually kind of an L on me. No. We are going to use, honestly, we'll use, oh yeah, he's got ultimate, and I always forget that I put that on him. We are going to have these two do ultimates just because I want to try to get through this faster. So they'll do ultimates and they'll do damage with them, and then of course they'll have their cooperative ultimate. So this will actually take out a couple of these, and then we could save Yuji's ultimate. You know, obviously the big hit for the next one. Dang, dude, I gave this freaking. This is the R Megami that you get in the beginning. Like when it, oh my god, they decided to, oh, she's weak to those, so that makes sense. Okay, well she's out of here. Bye bye, I guess. We'll punch that one, and then now we have double buffers, which honestly maybe was the better way to start. Well, no, I still think Shoko can be useful. Is she the only healer right now? I feel like that's probably true. Let's attack this one that hasn't been attacked yet, and then we should get attacked this one. Momo is obviously very, very good. I mean, I like her a lot. She's a nice black flash that increases black flash rate by quite a bit. We're about to, you know, we're close to getting to the last one here. Let's have him Toad, because I want him to start building up his stuff too. So he's just going to get the guaranteed stun here. That is one thing, I guess, that's useful about this guy, especially if you're going up against like just single fights. So he does have his Toad. All right, so we do want to make sure we get Yuji some stuff here before the last one. Okay, so it is not a single one. Of course it's not. It'd be too easy if it was a single one. He's got one more turn on this, so we're gonna leave him at that. We're gonna have him buff himself up and everything as well. So we're actually gonna wait a second before we start using these. Obviously, the main guy is the big one you have to deal with. He of course also has the break bar and everything as well. Nice, of course, classic. Just so much taken from me in so little time. Makes me so sad. Keep forgetting to use that, but not that it super matters. We're gonna do this now here. Now I will say that what's his name is honestly doing pretty decent. Yuji, he's able to hit some big damage numbers. You know, it's like if you are unfortunate enough to pull him and you don't have Gojo for some reason, because I don't know, maybe your brain turned off. Like, he doesn't deal bad damage. Now, here's the thing, though. Gojo obviously does AoE, so I don't know. It might be like, will this guy ever shut the fuck up about Gojo? No, I'm not going to shut up about him. Okay? Because there's literally, honestly, no reason for you to have this guy. It's kind of the main problem with him, unfortunately, is that there's no reason for you to own this guy. Unless you've pulled him on accident, in which case that's not real. Pulling someone on accident isn't real. Like, that's not something that, you know, you pull him on accident. It's like, does he feel useless? No, he feels pretty useful. I think, honestly, compared to the other SSRs you use, the other SSRs I put, Maki, what's her name? Nobara, Kugisaki, you know, I haven't found them to be super useful. Like, I'm not going to say that he's useless. If you're pulling these other characters, he's definitely more useful than a lot of them. I will say that. I find him to be more useful than Nobara has so far, and Maki. Maki has been so whatever. You know, so I don't think it's a, so I think my final grade for this guy as we're going here, this is, I mean, this is taking a long time. I mean, we had someone die straight up. Like he's not clutching up. That's for sure. Yuji's not clutching up. He doesn't have type advantage on this or anything. Hey, you can clear the stage with a free-to-play team. You know, I can't deny that he was the one that carried in that, especially with his damage and everything, but I don't think... Is he worth pulling? No, that has not changed my mind, but is he good? I'd say he's pretty decent. I'd say we've had worse. Yeah, like I said, let's look at all my characters here. Can I just see them? No, okay. All my SSRs are at the top. I could see them all on here. So, you know, oh yeah, I guess I have the Megami SSR too, huh? Definitely worse than the Megami SSR. Like, I mean, what do I compare him to? Junpei? I don't know. I haven't even looked at that guy. All I know is that he's booty. Why would I pull him? Let's go back to the JJK wiki here. Just super duper ooper pooper quick. All right, here we are. Let's just look at SSR characters. They actually have a tier list. How do I get to that? I think I just click on a character and then it's down here. Oh no, I don't remember where it is. I'll be right back. Okay, now they are very nice and they actually organize it by let's just go to global here. So they do sort it by like the different characters type things here. So he is a damaging character just straight up. So I guess at least compared to this, he's better than Junpei. So Kugisake, I wasn't super impressed with a couple times I've used her, but maybe, you know, maybe we'll do a full showcase for her so we could take a look, see how she feels on every team here. Gojo obviously SS. No, bruh. Honestly, it's not a thing where like I think Yuji's up. I think just she goes down to A. Like I honestly, Gojo's such a gap compared to Yuji that, and who I do think honestly for SSRs, damaging characters in the game. I will definitely say that he is the second best. If we're considering Megami support, then you know third best overall. But like I said, if we're considering Megami as support, then the second best damage, quote unquote, damage dealer in the game. If this is my own personal list, I probably just put it down onto Yuji's tier here. So to answer the question, is he good? Yeah, I think he's good. He's just not great.